What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Jagging Off. 904 at Bowl City, Duval. We in a fucking building. First of all, shout out to my man Nick Fargo. Appreciate him coming through last night and doing that mock draft with me. Had a lot of fun doing it. This to me couldn't have gone any better for the Jags if you watch that movie or if you watch that mock draft. But if you haven't seen it, you got an hour and 40 minutes to kill. Go check that shit out. But listen, this is more to elaborate on one of the trades that I did. The Jags trading Yannick Ngakoue to the Bengals for the 33rd overall pick, Andy Dalton, and a 5th round pick. That to me is a good deal. Because it makes a lot of sense, because now the Bengals are starting to have interest in Yann. The Jags have interest in Dalton. And then, you get a draft pick on top of it. And they're both making about the same amount of money, although Dalton, if he comes there, I'm pretty sure his contract's going to get restructured. And then the 33rd pick, yeah, it's technically not a first round pick, but you're going to but at the top of the second round, you're going to get a guy who probably deserved to be in the first round. Like, I gave us Austin Jackson, who's a stud left tackle, and getting him would also open up trade possibilities for Andrew Norwell and or Cam Robinson. So that's good. So yeah, that's good there. I mean, we didn't go into the 5th round. We only did 2 rounds. So we'll get something. I don't know what we'll get with the 5th round pick, but hey, at least it's something. Now, as far as Andy Dalton goes, I actually think he's the perfect QB2 for us. You know what I'm saying? He, some of his best years were under Jay Gruden, so he's familiar with the offensive coordinator and the type of offense he wants to run. And he's got his tight end here with Tyler Eifert. So, God forbid Minshew gets hurt or sucks, we got a guy that can come in a pinch and, make us look respectable. So, and like I said, some of Dalton's best years were with Jay Gruden as his offensive coordinator. So, we at least have a backup. We at least have a little bit of an insurance policy. And Dalton, I think at this point in his career, he said, apparently according to Fargo, he said he's fine being a backup. And with the Bengals obviously they're going to take Joe Burrow, there's really no point for him to be there and the Bengals to pay him $17 million. There's just no point. So, I think it works out for us. Like, the Yann situation is finally over because I'm fucking tired of it now. We get a good backup quarterback, and we get a second round pick that's basically a first round pick that's gonna bring in another first round level talent, and then we get we get another pick on top of that. I mean, that sounds like a win-win to me. Like, I'm not about this shit letting Yann go for nothing. Like, I want it to at least be significant. Like, originally, when I did the mock draft, I had the thought process of trading him to the Eagles for their first round pick. But, with not a player that I really wanted at the time there, it turned out it worked out better to do this trade with the Bengals. So, anyway, let me know what y'all think. But I personally think Dalton will help Minshew, and probably going to be one of the best possible backups we can get out there. The Cam Newton situation, you're going to have to pay him $10 million at least, and he's coming to try and be a starter. That's the type of ego he has. And you don't know that he's completely fucking right yet, so that would be a waste. So to me, that would be a waste of money. Same thing with Jameis Winston. And if he has to come into a game, you don't know what fucking Jameis Winston you're gonna get. I mean, while he throws a bunch of touchdowns and yards, motherfucker is a turnover machine. If the word Bob Holer was a quarterback, it'd be Jameis Winston, straight up. And then Blake Bortles. As much as I'd like to have Blake back as a number 2 guy, I I just don't think he needs to come back here. I think people in Jacksonville are tired of him, and like they were happy to get rid of him. So like, I personally liked Blake, but I just don't think he's an everyday starter. I think he'd be a halfway decent backup, but I think the city would probably revolt if we brought fucking Bortles back. And then Joe Flacco, he's out there. Fuck Joe Flacco. I hope that bitch don't ever get a job in the NFL again. Because someone wrote possibly getting him in as a backup in my comment section on the video. What video was I talking about? I think it was the one before the mock draft, I believe. So yeah, fuck all that. Like, oh yeah, it was the Minshew video. But no, I don't want that bitch on the team because he's a selfish piece of shit. I'm glad he's unemployed. I hope this bitch don't ever get a job in the NFL. I applaud Lamar Jackson because Joe Flacco pretty much came out and said he's not going to help him, and then he did it with, and then he did big things without him. And then when he went to Denver, I really applaud Vic Fangio for after he threw his teammates and coaches under the bus in a press conference, and came there immediately said he wasn't going to help Drew Lock. I applauded his ass for after that game. He all of a sudden went on IR, and now he got released. So Joe Flacco ain't shit. He only got a Super Bowl because of the fucking legacy of that Ravens defense back in 2012. So, you know what I'm saying? Fuck Joe Flacco. You got paid and then ain't been shit ever since. And like I said, I hope this bitch don't ever get a job in the NFL again. And I hope his wife divorces his ass too, so he's paying for all them damn kids' child support. You know what I'm saying? So fuck Joe Flacco. And like I said, I applaud John Harbaugh, I applaud Lamar Jackson, I applaud fucking Vic Fangio and Drew Lock for basically saying they can do it without this bitch. So, but yeah, to me for QB2, Andy Dalton honestly makes the most sense. So if this trade were to happen, if this entire mock draft were to happen the way I have it going for the Jags, like, I'd be fucking ecstatic. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. That's all I got for now. Y'all have a good one. It's been your boy Jagging Off. Duval till I die. Go Jags. I'm out.